WKRG Television, Mobile, Alabama, the Gulf Coast leading news station.
Channel 5, WKRG Television, Mobile, Alabama.
From WKRG Television News, this is NewsCenter 5, the most trusted report of the day's events. With the news, here's Bob Lee.
Hi, everybody. Here's the latest from NewsCenter 5.
WKRG-TV 5 in Mobile. From the Gulf Coast leading news station, WKRG-TV, this is the Tuesday 6 o'clock edition of NewsCenter 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kurt Fonger. Here's what we'll have for you tonight.
From the Gulf Coast leading news station, WKRG-TV, this is the Wednesday 10 o'clock edition of NewsCenter 5.
Good evening. I'm Andy Pearson. Right.
From the Gulf Coast leading news station, WKRG-TV, this is the Thursday 6 o'clock edition of NewsCenter 5.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly Jones.
And I'm Ray White.
From the Gulf Coast leading news station, WKRG-TV, this is the Wednesday 10 o'clock edition of NewsCenter 5.
Good evening. I'm Ray White.
And I'm Kelly Jones.
From the Gulf Coast leading news station, WKRG-TV, this is the Saturday 10 o'clock edition of NewsCenter 5.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, Mobile, Pensacola, your 24-hour news source.
It was another day of violent weather here on the Gulf Coast. Trees and power lines were downed and homes were damaged.
An Ohio judge says Klansman Benny Hayes is not too sick to be returned to Mobile to stand trial for murder. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly Jones.
And I'm Mel Showers. First in our newscast tonight.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
Jurors in the O.J. Simpson trial get a glimpse of the light at the end of the tunnel as the prosecution ends its lengthy case.
The mourning father of a murder victim says justice has not been served.
And Hollywood is about to breathe new life into the former home of a discount store. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kathy King.
And I'm Mel Showers. First on 5 tonight.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5. Now, NewsCenter 5.
A hot summer afternoon has claimed the life of one of our area children. This little child was found dead inside a parked car.
Hurricane Danny's damage was widespread, and now it even appears it could affect the price and number of oysters you eat.
And if you own an older car, some big changes are in store concerning the use of your license plates, and time is running out. Hello, everyone. I'm Mel Showers.
And I'm Kathy King. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Now, the Gulf Coast News Channel, WKRG-5. Coverage you can count on.
2 people are dead after gunfire erupts today at a West Mobile apartment complex. We'll have the latest in a live report right now on WKRG-5. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Mara Storman. Thanks for joining us.
WKRG-5, news coverage you can count on. This is WKRG-5, coverage you can count on. With Mel Showers, Devin Walsh, Alan Seals, and Randy Patrick. WKRG-5, coverage you can count on. Live from your weather authority, this is WKRG News 5 at 6 p.m.
Now, from WKRG News 5.
He shot across in front of me. I did not see any blue lights, and he did not have a siren on.
A Mobile police officer on a motorcycle is struck at a busy intersection tonight.
We're taking all applicants who have a sales background, especially for our holiday season, which is coming up.
With unemployment records at high levels, there are companies that are hiring right now. Find out where just ahead.
Humidity levels once again are up, and that means you may find yourself faced with fog in the morning. News 5 at 10 starts right now.
Live from WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on at 10 p.m.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mel Showers.
And I'm Roseanne Haven.
On WKRG News 5. Taking stock of the damage left behind by Sunday night's tornadoes, we have live team coverage from the hardest hit area, the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg. The weather isn't keeping thousands of revelers from pouring into downtown Mobile as Mardi Gras 2013 enters the final stretch. And people needing medical attention are electing to skip the doctor altogether. News 5 investigates.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader in high definition. The news starts now.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mel Showers.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. First on 5, the weather continues to top our news.
Now on WKRG News 5.
The Gators give it a try but come up toothless against the Tide. Next stop for Alabama is, of course, the College Football Championship Series for the third year in a row. Big changes coming to Fort Condy. New attractions come with a cost to you.
A soggy Sunday morning, lots of rain lighting up our radar. All the forecasts coming up.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up with News 5 this morning, Sunday. I'm Chad Petrie.
Now on WKRG News 5.
A manhunt is underway for the third suspect in yesterday's bombings.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hello and thanks for joining us today for News 5 at 9. I'm Devin Walsh. First on 5 at this hour.
Now on WKRG News 5.
The woman who is part of the Bonnie and Clyde duo that who terrorized people in several states didn't show up in court today.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hello and thanks for joining us today for News 5 at noon. I'm Devin Walsh. First on 5.
Now on WKRG News 5.
With just a few days left of class, the superintendent calls for 2 schools to be shut down.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Devin Walsh. Thanks for joining us tonight. First on 5, Mobile County Superintendent has dropped a big bomb on 2 local schools.
Now on WKRG News 5.
New details out of Dallas tonight, where a single gunman ambushed police Thursday night.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Ashley Knight. Thanks for joining us.
Tonight on the CW 55 News.
The coroner says it was homicide and blames a Navy SEAL instructor for the death of a Crestview man. New up-close video tonight of a deadly police shooting in Baton Rouge that's drawing shock and disbelief from around the country. Facebook helps local police solve a crime. We'll look at how technology is helping investigators catch more crooks. And a satanic temple could bring an end to prayer at Pensacola City Council meetings.
This is the CW 55 News at 9, powered by the News 5 Network.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. Thanks for joining us tonight on the CW 55. Let's get started with our top 9 stories at 9 o'clock.
Now on WKRG News 5.
Guilty on more than half of the charges against Alabama Speaker of the House Mike Hubbard.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching. I'm Roseanne Haven.
And I'm Mel Showers. First on 5, Alabama politics topping our newscast.
Now on WKRG News 5.
Over the next few days, be sure to pay extra attention to your speed because state troopers will be watching. News 5's Katerina Lukitich coming up. I'll tell you about Operation Southern Shield.
A local college set to receive nearly $1.5 million from FEMA. Just ahead what those funds will be used for. and it was literally a fight to the finish for a local driver in a truck race in Ohio.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 this morning.
Welcome back to News 5 this morning, 6 a.m. I'm Bill Riles. Jessica Taloni has the day off. First on 5 this morning.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Bill Riles, Jessica Taloni, and meteorologist John Nodar. This is WKRG News 5 this morning.
6:13 right now. The view down at the beach, Perdido Pass. Good morning to you. 6:13.
Now on WKRG News 5.
A woman found dead inside a cargo trailer is identified as a person missing for over a month.
News 5 at 9 o'clock starts right now.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 9.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for News 5 at 9. I'm Devin Walsh.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Devin Walsh and meteorologist John Nodar. This is WKRG News 5 at 9.
Welcome back to News 5 at 9. Things are back to normal this morning on Highway 31.
Now, your News 5 forecast first from the First Alert Storm Team. Sponsored by Hembry Heating and Air Conditioning.
And good afternoon, Gulf Coast, and happy Friday. So far today, News 5 at noon starts right now.
Now on WKRG News 5.
A busy day at the beach. Thousands are expected to turn out for this weekend's air show in Pensacola.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at noon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to News 5 at noon. I'm Devin Walsh. First on 5, it is a busy weekend here on the Gulf Coast.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Devin Walsh and meteorologist John Nodar. This is WKRG News 5 at noon.
Welcome back to News 5 at noon. You are looking at a live picture of Pensacola Beach.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 5.
Millions on the East Coast not taking any chances with Hurricane Florence, a huge storm that the National Weather Service is now calling a storm of a lifetime. Tonight, when the storm could make landfall and the last-minute preparations to try to get ready. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Devin Walsh. We're glad you're with us tonight.
Now on WKRG News 5.
I think that there should be a law against it.
Several states have laws against sex offenders handing out candy to children on Halloween.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 6.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mel Showers.
And I'm Roseanne Haven.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Mel Showers, Roseanne Haven, Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals, and Randy Patrick Sports. This is WKRG News 5 at 6.
And welcome back to News 5 at 6 o'clock. Despite repeated attempts to thwart a 200-unit apartment complex,
local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 6:30.
President Donald Trump announces a campaign rally right here on the Gulf Coast. We'll have a breakdown on where and when the president will be visiting. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. The word is out. President Donald Trump will be in Pensacola on Saturday.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Roseanne Haven, Peter Albrecht, Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals, and Randy Patrick Sports. This is WKRG News 5 at 6:30.
Welcome back to News 5 at 6:30. Local coverage you can count on.
Now on WKRG News 5.
President Trump headed to the Gulf Coast. We'll tell you when and where.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 9.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Roseanne Haven.
You're watching WKRG News 5. Local coverage you can count on with Peter Albrecht, Roseanne Haven, Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals, and Randy Patrick Sports. This is WKRG News 5 at 9.
Welcome back, everyone. Despite a last-ditch effort to thwart at a high-rise apartment complex,
WKRG News 5 starts right now with breaking news.
And we begin with breaking news. Several people have been reportedly injured in a...
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on, with Mel Showers, Roseanne Haven, Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals, and Randy Patrick Sports. This is WKRG News 5 at 10.
And welcome back to News 5 at 10 o'clock.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, Mobile-Pensacola.